Hello everybody, welcome back to C&S Corvettes in beautiful sunny Sarasota, Florida. It's your Corvette buddy Lyle here to talk to you about more interesting, exciting, and hopefully helpful Corvette stuff. Well, as you're aware, summer is definitely here, and summer is scam time. So today, I'm going to go through some of the things that you can do to avoid getting scammed on Corvette parts or Corvettes themselves. Let's get into it. Now, I've had conversations with you all in the past about some of the scams that we see for Corvette parts. Specifically, we got involved in it because there was some dude out in Nevada who was calling himself C&S Corvettes and using our logo on Facebook Marketplace and selling used like C7 Z06 and really hard to find parts for stupid low money. And people reached out to us going, "Hey, I haven't gotten my order." And we were like, we didn't take that order. We didn't have that part. Long story short, this person was pretending to be us on Facebook and was taking money for parts that never shipped. And a lot of people got screwed over, is the best way I can say it. And we managed to put him out of business. But that is just one of the many people out there who are posing as professional Corvette parts suppliers or salvage yards, and they don't actually even exist. So that's one of the things we want to cover today. First of all, when you're dealing with anybody selling parts, you want to make sure that you verify that they are who they say they are, they're located where they say they are located, their phone number actually works, and the human that you are emailing is the same one you're talking to. You can do a lot of online research on Google with just a bare minimum of information to verify that this is in fact an ongoing real business. That's step one. Step two of recognizing a scam is when you are seeing desirable or hard to find Corvette parts suspiciously cheap. You know, a C6 automatic shifter right now is bringing anywhere from $650 to $950 used because there aren't currently any new ones available. If you're seeing someone sell one for $250, odds are that is a scam, because the people who are in this business, we know what things are worth. And that should be one of the first things you look out for, is if it's too cheap and too good to be true, it probably is. I guess one of the bright sides of dealing with parts only is that there's usually numerous people who are selling any given Corvette part at any given time, and you have lots of options to explore if the one that you were looking at originally turned out to be a little too sketchy to trust. However, when you are looking for a particular Corvette whole car, that opens up a whole nother barrel of monkeys, because you've got a lot of things happening in the Corvette sales world similar to what are happening in the parts world. Now, some of the same rules apply when you're trying to weed out scammers as you're searching for your Corvette. If the car is ridiculously special, low mileage, super clean, awesome, and the price is a third or a half of what it should be, warning, you know something's wrong already, just like with the parts. Oftentimes, the pictures that you are sent or shown are pictures of some car that these people don't even own. It is just a car that they either found locally and took pictures of, or found a picture on the internet and just repurposed it to try to steal money from you. Oftentimes you will hear things like, "I need this thing gone, I'm going through a divorce, I'm being deployed overseas, my loss is your gain," blah, 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 where there's a real sense of urgency and this needs to happen right now. When you're talking tens of thousands of dollars, there should never be a huge sense of urgency. Yes, special Corvettes, nice Corvettes that are reasonably priced do tend to go fast, but it's rarely somebody browbeating you from the sales side saying you got to do this now. Frequently, these people will avoid in-person phone calls, FaceTime, or any kind of person-to-person communication where you can directly see them, and having them actually standing next to the car on FaceTime with the VIN number and the title, that solves a lot of your worries. One of the common things that you see in scams is they want a deposit to hold the car, because they're going to say things like, "Look, man, I got 10 other people coming to see this car today. If you want it, you got to send me money right now." Or, the whole first come, first served mentality, blah, blah, blah. I get that. When it's something special and it's priced right, there's going to be a rush to buy. But what they're going to do is they're going to ask you to send them money in a way that you have no security. They're going to ask for Zelle or Cash App or even gift cards. I mean, gift cards should be your number one clue that something's wrong here. Unless you have verified that this person exists and they have the car in their possession, you've seen the title, you've seen the VIN, unless they have provided all of that, don't even entertain chasing after that car, because odds are it is just a ghost. It doesn't exist. Another helpful tool you can use is if they only have one or two pictures of the car, you can always do a reverse image search on Google and say, hey, where else is this picture, this particular picture, where else is it on the internet? And you may find that this person's saying they're located just down the road from you in Florida, where in fact this car is for sale in Nevada and at a dealership. And it has nothing to do with any car that's local. Using that reverse image search, a lot of times people don't expect, scammers don't expect people to do just one step of research to try to eliminate them as a possibility, because they're so invested and so excited in getting this fantastic car for this wonderful price. But if you just take a breath and you do that 1-2 steps of extra research, you're going to be able to avoid a lot of potential pitfalls. If you are going to look at a car, be smart about where you go to do it. Don't go to some place in the middle of nowhere or a garage out in the middle of a field that you've never been. Do your Google research on Google Maps, see where this is, check the local area out online first. You don't want to put yourself in a bad situation, especially if you're going to buy a car, especially if you're carrying a lot of cash. You really don't want to be in a situation that you don't have a full 360-degree idea about. Also, when you go, don't go alone. Bring somebody with you, at least one other person, so that somebody's got your back. Somebody might be able to spot something on that car you didn't see, or at least their presence might keep everything manageable. Assuming you have the ability to inspect whatever car that you're going to buy, not all scammers are just trying to take your money and give you nothing. Some scammers are trying to pass off a refreshed car for a nice car, and it's hiding a ton of problems. So you definitely want to look for signs on the car that will tell you, hey, this might not be exactly the car that I thought I was getting. Look for fresh undercoating or fresh paint. Look for any repairs body-wise. Check all the electrical modules and everything by checking all the functions of the car. Make sure they all work. Obviously, you want to drive the car. Make sure it doesn't overheat. Make sure it shifts smoothly. Take the car through its paces. Don't buy a car without driving it or without having it professionally inspected by somebody who does drive it and knows what they're doing. You don't want to end up with what we call the pig in the poke. If you ever see something for sale by C&S Corvettes or our website, Corvette Parts Center, and you're not sure it's us, pick up the phone and call it, because we answer our phones here all day long. Our number is 800-886-5064. If you're not sure who you're dealing with, call us and just say, hey, is Tony there? And we will verify that it is in fact us. Also, obviously, if you come across anybody in the future who is doing business under our name or using our logo and image, let us know so that we can put them away and out of business so they're not taking people for a ride. Finally, in summary, guys, I hope you found some of this helpful. The key here is buying a Corvette is a very emotional process. It can be one of the most amazingly exciting and also one of the most amazingly frustrating experiences of your life. By using some of the tips and tricks here, we'll try to tilt that needle more towards the amazing side of things and avoid some of the more horrible things. Don't let your emotions override your brain. If something smells off, if something doesn't feel right, if you're just not sure, trust that intuition, because your brain and your body are picking up vibes that you might not be actually seeing, but you are feeling things that are true. So if you have doubts, trust them. I hope you found this useful. If you have additional things you'd like to add to our list of ways to avoid scammers, put them in the comments below and we can share them with the rest of the community. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Have a good day.